4 months, that's how long the door has been closed. Life happened, other channels, work around the house, the usual things that fill up your days before you realize how many of them have gone by. But when I finally walked up to that door and opened it, everything was exactly how I left it. There's something about returning to the space that you built with your own hands. It doesn't matter how much time has passed, it just waits for you, like a patient, quiet old friend. I turned the key, and she fired right up, just like that. No drama, no complaints. 4 months of sitting in Florida heat and humidity, and this old 2004 Chevy Express just woke up. There's something very satisfying about reliability, about a machine that you've taken care of that somehow takes care of you back, if that makes any sense. It had rained that morning. You could see the water running off the bumper, catching the light just so. I just stood there for a moment. Nobody waiting for me, nowhere I had to be, just the van. I stepped inside, and the light was doing something I can only describe as perfect. The sun was coming through at just the right angle. And in those beams you could see all the little dust particles floating in the air, completely still, almost like the van had frozen in time, waiting. And it still felt like mine. 4 months later, completely, entirely mine. This is the thing I try to explain to people, and it's hard to put into words. When I step into the van, it doesn't feel like a vehicle. It feels like an extension of my home. Not in a poetic way, not in a marketing way. In the most literal, honest way I can say it. I am at home. I decided to take her out for a little drive. There's a park near here, and it holds a special place for me. Actually, it's where I filmed my very first YouTube video for this channel. Something about going back there today felt right. I always forget between trips how good it actually feels to drive something that you put this much care into. It's not the fastest van on the road, it's not the newest, but it's mine, and it does everything I ask of it. And just like that, we're back. I started taking everything out, sleeping bags, gear, things that had been sitting in a position that no longer made sense. When you build a living space and then you actually use it, you learn very quickly that organization is everything. This is the part of van life experience that nobody really talks about, if you will. The maintenance of the system, the honest look at what is working and what is not. It's not glamorous, but it's very necessary. I started to organize everything. I cleaned the sink, wiped everything down. There's something almost meditative about this kind of work. You're not building anything dramatic. You're just taking care of something. And that matters. That matters a lot. And then I just stopped and looked. This is the part that is hard to put into words. When you stand back and look at something you built, really built with your hands, your weekends, your patience, your problem solving, and it's just sitting there, being exactly what you wanted it to be. I said it before on this channel, this is a home away from home. The little camper van is not just a build series, it's a story. It's my story, and the van is the main character. Every single thing in here has a memory attached to it. The curtain rod, I spent a whole afternoon on that. Those cabinet knobs, I ordered them specially, couldn't wait to put them in. The sink, I remember the first time I ran water in that sink and I thought to myself, I actually did this. The sleeping bags and all the stuff slowly went back to where they belong. Everything found its place again. And slowly the inside of the van started to look the way that it does in my head when I imagine it, organized, clean, ready for whatever comes next. 4 months felt like a very long time, but honestly, looking at the van right now, it doesn't feel like any time has passed at all. It is patient, it's always ready, it simply waits. You know, life gets busy, other things take over, and sometimes you step away from things that genuinely make you happy because days fill up so fast you don't even notice. But when you come back to them and you remember, that is what this video is really about. Not the cleaning, not the reorganizing. It's about coming back. It's about the reminder that this 2004 Chevy Express, this ridiculous, beautiful, and perfect van is still here, still ready, still exactly what I built it to be, and so am I. Alright, good people, thank you for joining me today. Nothing dramatic in this video, no big builds, no major upgrades, just a return, just a reset, just me and the van getting reacquainted. If you've been following along to the little camper van, you know that this is a slow build. We're taking our time, doing it right, doing it the way that it deserves to be done. If this video meant something to you, like and subscribe. For a small channel like this one, it means more than you know. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you out there.